Morning, this is Ford Canyon. I'm going to stop here to talk about an anime, Dagger of Kamui. Dagger of Kamui is a 1985 ninja action anime movie set in historical Japan and America and other places. It was released in North America both on Laserdisc and DVD by Animego. The story of Dagger of Kamui is based on the novels by Yano Tetsu. It's set in the 1860s during the Meiji Restoration in Japan, when the shogunate and the imperial forces warred over control of Japan and Hokkaido. The main character is a young boy, Jiro. He's half Ainu, which are the native people of Japan. One day, Jiro comes home to find his mother and sister murdered. The village immediately decides that Jiro must have done it, so Jiro flees. Along the way, he's going to run into the imposing monk Tenkai, who will offer Jiro a chance to kill the assassin Tenkai says really killed Jiro's parents. And then Tenkai takes the boy under his wing and trains him to be a ninja or shinobi. As Jiro grows up, he learns more of his lineage, which includes the fact that he was found as an infant floating down the river in a basket and simply adopted by those he thought of as his real parents. After the lad has grown and been trained as a ninja for several years, the monk Tenkai points Jiro towards his true parents and sends him off to learn more. Jiro's quest leads him on a long journey to uncover the secret only his father knew, following the clues his father left behind for him to a great treasure. It doesn't explain how his father found this information in the first place. The search will take Jiro across Hokkaido, into Russia, up to Alaska, and then down into the United States and the American West. He's dogged and attacked along the way many times by a small band of Tenkai's other ninja, most notably Oyuki. Much of this turns out to be an elaborate plan by Tenkai, who's hoping he can goad Jiro into leading him to his father's treasure. Dagger of Kamui was directed by well-known Rin Taro and Madhouse Studios. The animation is really very nice, and the action scenes have an incredible quick-cut look to them with lots of flashing blades. Of course, these shinobi are always up to their ninja trickery and deception. The art staff uses some interesting animation to illustrate the hallucinogenic scenes when drugs have been used. The story of Dagger of Kamui may be a little too epic and stale. Even though the movie runs 2.25 hours, it spans a lot of places as Jiro follows the clues he's found. It's like trying to keep track of Indiana Jones. Despite this broad scope, Rintaro doesn't mind pausing the narrative every now and then to let a few scenes decant quietly and let the characters develop before plunging us into another exciting chase sequence. I was a little confused as to how Jiro got to Nevada. One minute he was heap-dip in Alaska's snow looking for a port south, and the next minute he was wandering through the desert dying of thirst. I'm not saying I wanted to see him walk for 6 months, mind you. I'm just saying he took a really wrong turn somewhere. By the way, he's dying of thirst right on the shore of a lake and right next to one of those mammoth eye-rolling coincidences you're going to have to be asked to swallow here. Dagger of Kamui sometimes wanders indulgently far afield, such as dropping in Mark Twain as a man who provides Jiro with directions, or having Jiro tread on David Carradine's Kung Fu TV series shtick by having him bring just a dagger to a gunfight showdown. It also double-clutches the ending, giving us perhaps one too many final showdown. I assume this is an attempt to pack in everything possible from the original novels. I really like the Dagger of Kamui's soundtrack. It's heavy with a primitive staccato tribal beat that gives the combat scenes extra energy and blends well with both the native Japanese Ainu and the Native American Indians we're going to meet. And on occasions it will go abruptly silent in places. None of this is music I'd actually listen to by myself on its own, but it works really well in the context of this movie. Overall, I give Dagger of Kamui 4 stars. Despite those several faults and excesses, it's a beautiful piece of animation and one of my favorite old ninja anime. Animego's DVD is a big disappointment, however. The video transfer is all fuzzy and the colors seem dull. Not a modern DVD at all. I could have been watching my own Laserdisc. And by the way, it's also subtitled only, which I don't mind at all since I've watched the Japanese version so many times I'd find any English dub to be jarring. Animego's put some really useful extras on the DVD, such as character biographies, historical notes, and maps to help appreciate the historical locations, especially since the anime uses the old historical names, such as Ezo and Edo, for modern names, such as Hokkaido or Tokyo. The movie was also released in North America on VHS under another title, Revenge of the Ninja Warrior. That edition had 45 minutes of the video cut. Don't go there. And finally, if you're curious, Kamui isn't a character's name. It's an Ainu word and the name of a sacred mountain that's used in the story. Thanks for listening.